Good morning. Happy Friday, my North Star friends. You made it to the end of the week. Hip, hip, hooray. Congratulations to Miss Bjorklund, this week's winner of the North Star Shining Award. She was nominated for G. Thank you, everyone who submitted nominations. The staff loves reading them, and we appreciate our staff every day for their hard work. Yay!
I bet Marvin the Moose is super proud of you, Miss Bjorklund, and we are super proud of you too. I want everyone in her class right now to say, Miss Bjorklund, you rock. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Today is the last day to purchase a crushed soda. Help us crush our goal of $300 for LLS in honor of Miss Reckless. The cost is $1, and all the proceeds will be donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So crush it, everyone. Let's buy a crush, enjoy a sweet soda, orange is best, and spread the love around North Middle School.
And believe it or not, it's our last day in February here at North. When you return on Monday, it will be March 1st, but we are going to honor our historical figure today. For our final Black History Month historical figure, we're going to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Did you know that his most iconic I Have a Dream speech was impromptu? I didn't know that.
I think part of it was, not all of it.
That's really impressive, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was quite the writer and quite the speaker.
Yeah. I think part of it was, but I think he had a lot of it written. But it was really super awesome. So on Wednesday, August 28th, 1963, 250,000 Americans united at the Lincoln Memorial for the final speech of the March on Washington that year. As Martin Luther King Jr. stood on the podium, he eventually pushed his notes aside.
The night before the march, Dr. King began working on a speech with a small group of advisors in the lobby of the Willard Hotel. The original speech was more political and less historic, according to Clarence B. Jones, and it did not include any reference to dreams. After delivering the now famous line, "We are not satisfied and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream," Dr. King transformed his speech into a sermon.
Stage, dear Dr. King, singer Miss Jackson reportedly kept saying, "Tell him about the dream, Martin." And while no one will know if he heard her, it was likely an inspiration that he needed. Dr. King then continued, "Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream." And then the famous Baptist preacher preached on, adding repetition, I have a dream, and outlining the specifics of his dream. And while this improvised speech given on that hot August day in 1963 was not considered a universal success immediately, it is now recognized as one of the greatest speeches in American history.
Okay. Awesome information. Hey, our reading recommendation, our last reading recommendation for the month is Martin Rising, Requiem for a King, and it's by Andrea Davis Pinkney. Andrea's stunning poetic requiem, illustrated with Brian's lyrical and colorful artwork, brings a fresh perspective to Martin Luther King, the Gandhi-like, peace-loving activist whose dream of equity or equality and whose courage to make it happen changed the course of American history. And even in his death, he continues to transform and inspire all of us who share his dream. You can find that book in RLMC.
The 8th grade girls volleyball team, time to give them a shout out. Starting off great their season. Last week they were defeated by the talented Whitman team. However, they bounced back and crushed Templeton, winning all 5 games. Stellar servers were Chastity Anderson, Monica Bedolla, and Delaney Medninger. Our star setters were Sarah Birschbach, Kylie Lissag, and Riley Mathis. Assisted attacks for our crushing hitters, Leslie Minical, Izzy Lontock, and Kenzie Green. A special shout out for our positive leaders on the court, Team Ellie's, Ellie Brune and Ellie Schumacher. A huge thank you to our teachers and administrators who have come out to cheer the team on. Miss Luera, Miss Hagan, Miss Spafford, Mr. Kurt, Miss M, and Mrs. Guerin. Woo. Lastly, we cannot forget our most spirited supporters and our biggest fans, Mrs. Walsh and Mrs. McCalligan. Great job, 8th grade volleyballers.
Ms. Guerin, way to shout yourself out. I love it.
Thank you. Woo, I rock. So you're welcome.
ACT word of the day is impromptu, which means something done without being planned, organized, or rehearsed.
Martin Luther King's speech was known as an impromptu speech in some circles. And our decision to go out and make a snowman was completely impromptu. Those are two just wonderful impromptu sentences. You're welcome.
Please prepare for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. North Stars, make it an amazing day. We will see you in March.
Bye. Have a great weekend, North Stars.